Well, today we've got a really awesome show. Like I said, a lot of times we talk really specifically about real estate. Sometimes it's just more general, kind of what's happening in our community, whether it's a small business person who has started a business, or someone that's just doing great things in the community. And today that is the case. We've got Robin Blackwood on with us today, who is the 4th Congressional District Commissioner for the South Carolina Department of Disabilities and Special Needs. And that is a long title, but that's because they do a lot of work. She's actively involved in local and statewide organizations to impact people that are living with disabilities here in our community. She's also a public relations professional. Tell us a little bit, I gave a little bit of an introduction, but tell us a little more about you, what you do professionally, how you got into it, and then of course, how you are involved in the community here, helping people with disabilities.
Yeah. Okay, great. So I've lived in Greenville since '97. I moved here right after college to take a job in PR and marketing. And when I had my first son in '09, I learned about a year into his life that he had a lifelong disability, intellectual disability. And it's actually called Fragile X syndrome, but it is very similar to autism. And he just struggles with learning, and so everything is hard for him to do. And so, but he is a happy, healthy little boy overall, and a joy to raise and to get to learn about. And so, when I realized, that I was going to go down this journey of special needs, and I really just took it upon myself to learn a lot about what that would mean for him, our family, and really what his needs were going to be and how I was going to help meet those. And so I've just spent the last 10 years, 11 years, he's going to be 13 next month. So just learning and connecting and advocating for people with disabilities, not only in Greenville, but really across the state. So that's who I am. And that, I think when you're walking this journey, you have to do a lot of research and digging and understanding throughout the lifetime of that individual that you're raising, that child or loved one, and especially if it's you have a disability that was at birth. There's so many different phases of life that everybody has, but especially a child with special needs. You have a lot of information you have to learn to be able to support that person throughout their lifetime. So like if you compare, this journey to your business, which is real estate, when someone is buying or selling a home, there's so much information that your agents share with people. They, have to understand all the nuances of contracts and appraisals and, inspections. And, you cram all this information into this process that your buyers or sellers have. And they might go through that process maybe a few times in their life. Like, I don't know what the statistics are, but I would imagine that most people don't buy and sell homes on a regular basis.
Right.
So if you take that similar process and all the great information that like your agents would provide to someone and help them along the way and give them that reassurance and give them that direction and give them the information, which is great, compare that to a family with raising a child with special needs. We have those big decisions and changes and transitions throughout their life several times in a year. And we don't really have that agent, so to speak, that's helping us with all these decisions. So I mentioned that just to give you a frame of reference of why it is so overwhelming at times to raise a child with special needs and to make decisions about where do I want to live to make sure that this neighborhood, this part of town, this city has what I need for my son or my daughter.